Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to discuss about silent rivalry between the two Asian giants, Japan versus South Korea. There are various heads upon which we're going to deal with both the topics. Do you know that these two giants of Asia has a historical rivalry? It's not just based on the present context or geopolitics. Dear friends, there was a historical tension since 1910. Japan has actually colonized the entire South Korea and made 200,000 women sex slave and implemented the forced labor in that particular place. Whereas on the other hand, we can see that economic face-off has been the present aspect of this rivalry. Dear friends, both the nations are the giants. On one hand, we can able to see that Japan is actually moving very ahead because of automobile sector, because of machinery, because of robotics. Companies like Toyota and Honda are at the peak. Whereas on the other hand, if we talk about the South Korea is also a tech giant and it has already captured the market of smartphone and semiconductor. Approximately 20% of the market of, chips is already controlled by the Samsung. And if I talk about the another point, my dear friends, it's really very important. In the present world, hard power has a very important role, but with it, we need to know that soft power has its own role. So there is a clash in their soft power. On one hand, we can able to see that South Korea is really moving ahead because of BTS, because of K-pop, because of drama. But on the other hand, there is animation, there is robotics in the side of Japan. We all love Pokemon. Now, if I talk about territorial disputes, yes, there is a territorial dispute in the present time. There is a claim of the islands like Dakota. There is a trade rivalry. In 2019, Japan has actually restricted fluorinated chips for South Korea. On the other hand, if we talk about the field of sports, in 2010, FIFA World Cup happened and we know that South Korea actually won by 2-10. On other hand, both have a competitive relationships in the field of baseball. And if we talk about some general facts, so we can able to understand that overall 60% of the South Korean have a negative perspective regarding to the Japanese people. So overall, if we talk about historical context, economic context, global market, or territorial dispute, or trade, or sports, in every field there is a competition between both the nations. So this is a silent rivalry that we are observing. And in geopolitics, definitely this rivalry will definitely affect a lot of other countries as well, just like China versus United States of America. What is your point of view? I'm waiting in the comment section. Please tell me about it. Thank you.